Africa is home to some of the worst and most dangerous prisons in the world that are considered to be below basic living standards and hence unfit for human habitation. The majority of these prisons are characterized by overcrowding, malnutrition, and frequent deaths of inmates. In today's video, we are going to cover the top 10 worst prisons in Africa. Number 10. The Gitarama Prison, Rwanda. The Gitarama prison in Rwanda is one of the deadliest prisons in Africa, as the prison records a huge number of daily deaths because of overcrowding and deadly fights between inmates. Reports indicate that about 7 to 8 prisoners die every day in this prison due to pathetic conditions. The prison has the worst jail food, and sadly, it has been reported that sometimes inmates eat the dead bodies of their fellow inmates to stay alive. The prison, which was intended to accommodate 600 prisoners, currently has more than 6,000 prisoners and hosts some of the prisoners who committed genocide-related crimes in Rwanda. Number 9. The Makala Prison, Democratic Republic of the Congo. The Makala prison in the Democratic Republic of the Congo is ranked among the worst prisons in the world by the United Nations Human Rights Commission. The prison, which was built to accommodate 1,500 inmates, currently holds more than 9,000 prisoners, and many prisoners are always forced to sleep without shelter due to lack of space in the cells. Despite overcrowding, the prison facilities are dilapidated and there are no sanitary facilities. Prisoners are always given tiny amount of food and they survive on 1 meal per day. There are reports of inmates dying of hunger and disease outbreaks due to lack of medication. Number 8. The Nairobi Prison, Kenya. The Nairobi prison ranks among the most congested prisons in Africa, built to accommodate 800 inmates but now houses more than 4,000 inmates. There are about 250 inmates in each room that was designed to hold only 50 inmates. As a result of overcrowding, the prison has become a breeding place for diseases. Prisoners lack everything ranging from mattresses, clothing, and proper medication. Number 7. Kirikiri Maximum Prison, Nigeria. The Kirikiri Maximum Prison is one of the most famous prisons in Nigeria, located in Lagos, the most populated city in Africa. The prison is also popular for its overcrowding, with more than 50 inmates sharing a cell. The prison is infamous for inhumane treatment of prisoners by the guards, poor living conditions, poor health care, and high death rates of prisoners. Number 6. The Mukobeko Maximum Prison, Zambia. The Mukobeko Maximum Prison in Zambia holds some of the most dangerous men and women, most of whom are on death row and life imprisonment. The prison, which was designed to accommodate 1 inmate per cell, now hosts more than 15 inmates per cell, making it one of the most congested prisons on the continent. It has been reported that there are no rooms to lie, and at night some prisoners are forced to sleep while standing. Because of the overcrowding and lack of ventilation, the prison often experiences outbreak of diseases such as tuberculosis. The prison is also famous for guard brutality, malnutrition, and rodent infestations. Number 5. The Chikurubi Maximum Prison, Zimbabwe. The Chikurubi Maximum Prison is the largest correctional facility in Zimbabwe, located in the outskirts of the capital Harare. Life in the Chikurubi prison is unbearable, as most prisoners lack essential supplies like food, water, and medication. It has been reported that inmates often die of hunger due to lack of food, untreatable diseases due to lack of medication, and to make the matters worse, when they die, no one claims after them. The prison is also notorious for mistreatment by the guards and human rights abuses. Number 4. The Kamiti Maximum Prison, Kenya. The Kamiti Maximum Prison is the biggest prison in Kenya, famous for housing political prisoners in the 1980s and early 1990s. The prison is notorious for poor living conditions, poor sanitation, malnutrition, and inhumane treatment, with instances of sexual assault such as sodomy. Disease outbreak is a common thing in the prison, and in 2009, 9 inmates died after cholera outbreak in the facility. Number 3. Black Beach Prison, Equatorial Guinea. The Black Beach Prison in Equatorial Guinea is one of the harshest prisons in Africa, famous for guard brutality, malnutrition, and overcrowding. The prison, which was established by the Spanish colonial rule, later became a designated prison where opposition political members were incarcerated and later murdered while serving their sentences. Most of the inmates in this prison die from chronic illnesses contracted in the facility. Number 2. Drakenstein Prison, South Africa. The Drakenstein Prison in South Africa is one of the worst prisons in Africa, and it is the last prison where Nelson Mandela was held before his release in 1990. It is one of the most dangerous and feared prisons in South Africa, as it majorly houses gang members held for promoting gang violence using dangerous weapons. The facility also experiences recurrent malnutrition, lack of adequate healthcare, and poor sanitation. Number 1. Pollsmoor Maximum Security Prison, South Africa. The Pollsmoor Maximum Security Prison in South Africa is probably the most dangerous prison in South Africa and Africa at large, located in the Cape Town suburb of Tokai. It is the most overcrowded prison in the Western Cape and holds some of the most dangerous criminals in South Africa. Initially designed to hold 3,900 inmates, the facility currently holds more than 10,000 inmates, with some inmates awaiting trials for years without luck. Several instances of gun violence using crude weapons among the inmates have been reported, and several inmates have lost their lives from the violence. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe as I bring you more information on the African continent, people, and culture.